First meeting I ever had, I was like, we gotta sign DMX, and they laughed at me. Jay and Dame did not believe in DMX. Jay would be like, you think he's better than me? Watch me grind with X, and he was off with the Hitman. And then something strange happened when I made Get At Me Dog. I used to tell Leo in the midst of the whole staff, and I would tell him, yo, shut the f up, yo. I said, you work better when you shut up and get behind me.
Irv Gotti is finally spilling the tea about the reason he got as far away from Jay-Z as possible. And the reasons are more disturbing than you could ever imagine. Apparently, not only did Jay go behind Irv's back to sabotage him and Suge Knights' business plans, but he was also allegedly behind the downfall of DMX and Dame Dash's careers. Irv and Jay used to be real close back in the day, but after allegedly seeing all the shady stuff that Jay was doing to other people and the amount of lives he was destroying because of his thirst for money, he backed off and started investing his time into exposing Jay instead. Irv accused Jay of having a dangerous ego and stopping the bags of a whole lot of rappers because he either saw them as competition or felt like they was easy targets for him to step over. Not even Irv himself was safe because Jay eventually started seeing him as a threat too and allegedly started sabotaging him as well. In fact, Irv revealed on an interview on Drink Champs that the reason why Rockefeller Records didn't hold up very long is because Jay was secretly trying to get in bed with Aaliyah while she was still with Dame Dash. And this caused major tension between the two of them. I mean, Dame himself had already told us about Jay's sneaky behavior when he accused him of sending Aaliyah flowers and inviting her to a private industry party. But nobody knew that that was what was the end of Rockefeller Records until Irv opened his mouth. He also said that Jay didn't need Dame Dash in order to make Rockefeller successful, and that's why he felt so comfortable walking all over Dame and disrespecting him like that. I don't think Jay likes Dame. Jay didn't need nobody. Dame started Rockefeller with Jay and Biggs, so he should get credited. But I'm saying, the making of the records, I don't know what you want me to say. Jay didn't need nobody.
Jay was picking the beats. Jay was rapping over the beats.
He gave James
Jay was
credit
making
before.
things. It was all Hove.
Right.
They was along for the ride.
Anyway, going back to Irv Gotti, he also went on to expose Jay for apparently being jealous of DMX and even sabotaging a joint album that him, Ja Rule, and DMX had coming out back in the day because he was upset over the fact that DMX bodied him in all the songs. According to Irv, Jay-Z did not want DMX to get signed to Def Jam because he didn't believe in him. But it turns out the real reason why Jay didn't want to sign DMX wasn't because he thought he wasn't going to be profitable. It was actually because he saw the potential in DMX to become a huge artist and was extremely intimidated by that.
First meeting I ever had, I was like, we gotta sign DMX, and they laughed at me. I remember when I left the office, Tina Davis said, she knew what I wanted to sign DMX. She said, DMX don't sell, your ass is fired. Jay and Dame did not believe in DMX. Jay would be like, you think he's better than me? And I'd be like, he's nice just like you. I said, if you look in the hood, there's less of like you and more like him. Yeah, but he don't want to live that. He's depressing, Gotti. And I said, I don't give a f. So Jay used to watch me grind with X, and he was off with the Hitman. And then something strange happened when I made Get At Me Dog. If you remember at the beginning of the video, it's the heartbeats, dum dum. DMX, dum dum. Live at the tunnel. Y'all don't even remember the tunnel. Funk Massive, dum dum. And then I put that sound bite. Let's take it back to the streets, mother. Dum dum. The video's flashing, f***ing up your eyes. It caused change. And now there was no more shiny suits. We back to the hood, and X is the leader of this revolution. I used to put on the wall a triangle with 5. And they was like, they used to clown me. They used to be like, who's gonna buy his records, Gotti? Chihuahuas, he's barking. No one wants to hear that bullshit. And I'd be like, yeah. It's 05. It was no more writing on the walls. It was, y'all can get behind me. I used to tell Leo in the midst of the whole staff, and I would tell him, yo, shut the f up. I said, you work better when you shut up and get behind me. Now this is what we doing. And he would shut up.
And Jay's cold reception of DMX pretty much set the tone for their real messy relationship they went on to have. And even though they worked together on a few songs after that, word on the street is they were still going at it behind the scenes until DMX passed. Irv also revealed that there was actually a collaborative album featuring X, Jay, and Ja Rule, but the album never got released because Jay was salty about DMX overshadowing him.
X was with it, Ja was with it.
Jay wasn't with it.
I tried 2 times to make that album happen. X was with it, Ja was with it.
Why do you think Jay didn't want to be
This is just my opinion. Just my opinion. I don't think Jay wanted to get in that room with X and Ja. It was not.
One more than the other, or
listen, no,
both?
No, both. Jay is a very smart person. He's gonna do an album with R. Kelly. R. Kelly worships Jay-Z. Worships him.
And Kanye West.
Kanye West worships Jay-Z.
And Jay Electronica.
They all worship the nigga. X and Ja don't worship Jay-Z. You're my man, but when that beat comes on, you're not above me getting at you, nigga. And that's what I do not feel Jay wanted to deal with. He didn't want to deal with... You know, I'm saying they would come at each other subliminally. So it wasn't a direct hit where they're going to say your name and thing. But these niggas, they coming at you. So do I want to make a whole album with these niggas coming at me? And if I'm Jay-Z, there's a slight chance that, what is it going to say? I'm not the nicest.
That's what I'm...
Right.
That's what
It's not worth it.
Where's my win?
Right.
The only thing I'm seeing with this is potential loss. With now people are saying, these is better than you.
Some people even went as far as claiming that Jay's jealousy over DMX was allegedly what drove him to take him out. The heat got so bad that even Jay had to come out and address everything. And according to him, despite the tension between him and DMX, it was still love between the two of them.
It was a competitive thing, but it was big love. He was so competitive with me. I never met a human being more competitive with me, like ever, not even my big brother.
But if you listen to what Irv is saying, it ain't sound like there was no love there. People felt like the reason why Jay was saying this was just to save face. And they ain't too far off, because not too long before DMX died, he spilled the tea about how Jay started sabotaging his album once he succeeded Lion Cohen and became the president at Def Jam. And mind you, before Jay stepped in, DMX had given Def Jam 5 consecutive #1 albums, but that quickly changed the minute Jay became president.
You know, like I said, I had the crazy track record of Def Jam, everything was good. You know, I go to do the 6th album, and you know,
Jay-Z became president.
Yeah. You know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, inmates is running the building, like, yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video. So what happened? Go on vacation and, you know, we don't know. What you mean you don't know? How do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video, then don't know?
DMX also went on to reveal that Jay was also working on his own comeback album at the time, and he intentionally sabotaged this album so that he could remove the competition.
Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. You know, because at first you retire, you know, then get me off the label, now you're back rapping again. Okay. It's all good.
Shell, but it don't stop there, because not too long after, Jay went from trying to sabotage other rappers to now trying to destroy Irv. And that's what really triggered Irv to start spilling the tea to the internet. It all went down when Jay-Z found out that Irv was trying to sign Nas to his record label, Inc. According to Irv's older brother, Chris Gotti, Jay felt betrayed by this because he and Irv was real close, and that was the height of Jay and Nas's feud. According to Chris, Irv was way over his head with ambition, and Jay was talking about how disloyal all of this even was. Chris said, "We call Jay and go back to Baseline Studios," and Irv say, "It's good business. We gonna make a lot of money." Jay looking at him like, "You my man, and you wanna F with my enemy?" And I'm looking at Irv like, "What? Are you crazy? You crazy." Irv is only thinking business. Irv said, y'all don't really got no beef. Jay said, you right. Irv turned to me and said, I told you. I'm looking at Irv like he just saying that. Jay did not let this betrayal from Irv slide, and he decided to be petty by linking up with 50 Cent, who to this day has a long-standing feud with Ja Rule, Irv Gotti, and Murder Inc. Now, Jay went on to do a sneaker line with 50, went on tour with 50, did commercials with 50, and at the end of it, he came back to Irv and threw Irv's own line in his face by telling him it's all good business. What did Jay do? He went on tour with 50 Cent. He did a sneaker with 50 Cent. They doing commercials with 50 Cent. Then Jay-Z came back to Irv and said, it's good business. A lot of people were on Jay's side here because they felt like Irv was trying to play in his face. He linked up with Nas at the height of Nas and Jay's feud, and he thought Jay wasn't gonna feel some type of way about it. Make that make sense. Jay bringing 50 Cent into this was a real petty move, and it honestly canceled everything out. But this is where things got even messier, because Jay took it a little bit further by linking up with Diddy to sabotage the distribution company that Irv and Suge Knight was trying to set up. The plan was to unite all black artists so that all these culture vulture labels would not keep taking advantage of them. But Jay allegedly joined forces with Cohen and Diddy, and they stopped it from happening by ratting Irv out to the feds.
People want to have a union. How many people want to get together and say, okay, we're going to network? You got a deal at Universal and your points is too low. You got a deal at Universal and they got 100% of your publishing. You got a deal at Sony and you don't own your masters, but it's your artist. And I'm going to tell you one other thing before you guys go, if you really want to know what's going on, it's real plain and simple. A lot of record companies tell you that at the end of the day, you have the right to buy your master.
Child, this whole thing runs a little deeper than we thought, and it makes sense why Irv ran away as soon as he could. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this. Like this person who said, J and B will finally have the opportunity to play out their roles in Bonnie and Clyde's song real soon. Let's see how tough they really are or run. Diddy used to brag about bad boy for life. Now he falling apart. This is what society looks up to. Another person said, Jay-Z, you can't compete where you don't compare. Never would you compare to DMX. He had integrity. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Jay-Z apparently sabotaging Irv Gotti? And do y'all think Jay is also gonna get incriminated soon, like Diddy? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.